spirit of humility. Bones and tissues we may examine and dissect. The mystery of the human body are now ours to analyze. Yet there is much that remains removed from our understanding. The mystery of the human heart, gentlemen, the divine mystery of life's initial spark, unique and irreplaceable. I wish you a good day, gentlemen. Frankenstein? Herr Frankenstein?
Professor.
I have been observing your progress at Heidelberg. You show much interest in scientific study. Yet you are a student of natural philosophy, are you not?
Yes, sir, I am.
Nevertheless, you attend every one of my anatomy classes. Why is that?
I respect your knowledge, sir. You're well known to be a true master of your subject.
You do not then intend to become a physician or a surgeon?
No, sir.
You are Swiss, I believe.
Yes, sir, I am from Geneva.
I understand you have established yourself in a house in Heidelberg. Your father is a man of means, evidently.
I would not deny that he aids my studies generously, sir.
What study?
It must work.
Frankenstein? Herr Frankenstein.
Yes?
Oh, it's a letter, Herr Frankenstein.
A letter? Now?
Yes, a young gentleman said it was most urgent.
Oh, thank you, Fritz. Thank you.
It's a bad night, sir.
Yes, to be sure. Fritz, I regret I have no silver.
Oh,
another time
please,
in the morning.
There's no need. This is your laboratory, Herr Frankenstein.
Yes, indeed. The mere beginnings of a laboratory for my work. I need equipment. And later, assistance. I shall need help, Fritz.
If you have any use for me, sir.
How long have you known me?
Yes, 12 months, Herr Frankenstein, since you commenced your study.
Yes, and you're aware of the nature of my studies.
They say...
They say, do they? What do they say, Fritz? Are they envious of my capacity for learning? Chemistry, mathematics, physiology?
The professors say so. I've heard them say you may be a great man of science one day.
One day. A great man of science, indeed. My dear Fritz, the ancient teachers of science promised the impossible and performed nothing. But there are other men. Men who are indeed born to perform miracles. Miracles, Fritz. And I am one of those new men. I know I am. That is why I work.
Yes, but to what end, sir?
To what end? Why, the end toward which all scientific labor is ultimately directed, Fritz, to find the very source of life. Have you truly understood me, Fritz?
Yes, I have, sir. I mean, look at me. I do not believe in God either, Herr Frankenstein.
Ah. Yes. But if we are to examine the causes of life, Fritz, we must also examine that which destroys. Nature's decay and corruption. The corruption of death that succeeds the brief bloom of life. And why the worm should inherit all the wonders of the body, the eye, the brain, all...
A letter, sir.
Yes. Henry.
Victor!
Oh, dear Henry. How well and hearty you look.
Ah, well, the Swiss mail delivered me here a mere 3 hours ago.
I hurried away the moment I got your letter. Tell me, how did you finally obtain your father's permission to study in Heidelberg?
Well, it was no easy matter, I can promise you, to persuade him that all necessary knowledge is not comprised in the noble art of bookkeeping. I have 10,000 florins a year without Greek. But, well, at length his affection for me overcame his dislike of learning. Oh, how happy I am to be here.
Tell me, how did you leave my father and little brother?
And your fair cousin?
Yes, how is my dearest Elizabeth?
And all are well, send you much love. And very soon, you will yourself clasp the hand of your betrothed.
Elizabeth coming to Heidelberg?
You show little delight.
Merely astonishment.
Your father's arranged for Wilhelm, Elizabeth, Justine.
Justine? What?
Yes, her maid. Why do you look so solemn, Victor? Elizabeth's delighted, so is Wilhelm on his first journey abroad.
Of course. And so am I delighted, Henry.
My dear Victor, you look as if you hadn't slept for several nights.
No, I have lately been engaged on an experiment that has not allowed me to take sufficient rest.
What's the matter?
It's as if a sudden light has burst in upon me. A light so brilliant that I'm become dizzy with the immensity of the prospect it illuminates for me.
Let me understand.
Dizzy and astonished that among so many men of genius who have directed their inquiries towards the same project, destiny should have chosen me, a mere student, to discover so fantastic a secret.
Well, I cannot follow the course of your words. What project? And what secret?
Buried him but last Monday. The skin is still firm. He was only 20. I knew him.
Silent. It'll soon be over.
A fine brain like your own.
I've told you I don't want to know that.
Come, he needs our assistance. No. Let him conduct his task to the end. You've paid him well.
Can Ross be trusted, Fritz?
Like me, our verger has a most splendid service.
He must close the grave, Fritz. He must close it.
He will. Go home, sir. Sleep.
Sleep, Fritz. How can I sleep?
Elizabeth, my dear.
Henry! Oh, how good of you to meet us.
Your rooms are prepared, and young Wilhelm, he grows taller every time I see him.
He does indeed. Oh, what a journey. We're all a little tired, I think.
I'm not, but the seats were hard. It's Justine who feels sickly. Where's my brother?
You'll rest now. You'll be seeing Victor soon, I promise. Anna, would you help Justine with the bags? I'll see my guests to their rooms.
Yes. Oh, how kind of you, Henry. Oh, Victor's father sends you his affectionate regards.
Justine, where's my room?
One moment, Master Wilhelm.
Let me order you some food and drink.
Henry, why isn't my cousin here?
Victor is much occupied with his studies, Elizabeth.
Too occupied to meet me?
No, he's been looking forward to your arrival with the greatest pleasure.
Is he ill? Oh, if he is, please tell me.
Indeed, he is not. He works, Elizabeth.
Oh, what kind of work can so possess a man?
Well, let him explain, Elizabeth.
Something is wrong. I can tell it by your expression. There is some mystery.
Why should I wish to deceive you, dear Elizabeth?
If his affection for me has undergone some change.
No.
No harm has befallen him?
No, none, I promise you.
Then nothing can postpone our happiness.
Frankenstein! Herr Frankenstein!
Call him again. I must speak with him.
Herr Frankenstein!
Who is it? I told you no one, Fritz!
Victor, it's me, Henry.
Why do you disturb me in my work?
Victor, if you've taken leave of your senses, it's 9 o'clock. You were to dine with us at 8.
To dine with you?
With Elizabeth and Wilhelm. Victor, they arrived 2 days ago. I promised them you were not ailing. Now I know I have deceived them. You are ill.
No. Don't come any closer. Not another step. Stay where you are.
Victor, your face.
I know. I have neglected my friends, my family, and my health, but I cannot help myself, Henry.
You must at least wish to see Elizabeth.
You must understand, Henry, that I have had to put behind me all feelings of affection and love until...
Until what?
Until my great task is completed.
Well, how can you allow the pursuit of knowledge so to disturb your mind?
My dear Henry, if no man had ever allowed some single-minded passion to interfere with the tranquility of his domestic affections, mankind would still be crawling around in caves. The wonders of ancient Greece would never have been created. Continents would have remained undiscovered.
Victor, you speak in a fever. Come with me now.
To dine with Wilhelm and Elizabeth. Now. Now! No! Henry, help me. It cannot be. I cannot be God.
Thank you.
How could you suppose that my very first thoughts would not concern you, dear cousin, you and Wilhelm, whom I love above all else in this world?
I shall write to your father tonight, Victor, to say that all is well.
How is my father?
A little uneasy that he hears from you so seldom. By the by, I mean to lecture you a little upon that account myself.
If I've caused distress, I'm sorry for it.
Will you go riding tomorrow, Victor? There's the most splendid horses in the stables.
Yes, Wilhelm, you and I will breathe fresh air together.
Oh, that's good. Recover your health as fast as you can. Justine and I shall visit you, and we shall
Visit
make sure...
me?
Well, of course.
I told Elizabeth about your house, Victor. We shall all come and look after you.
You intend to remain in Heidelberg, is that what you're saying?
Why, yes.
I must take Master Wilhelm to his room.
No, Justine.
Come along, Master Wilhelm. And we'll go riding on the morrow, Victor.
I shall take you riding tomorrow, Wilhelm.
Good night, Miss Elizabeth. Good night, sir.
Good night.
She has excellent manners, your Justine.
She's a companion I have come to trust in every way.
She's fortunate.
Oh, Victor. It gives me great delight to see you, but sometimes...
If you do love me, Elizabeth, if you love me...
Victor, what is it you're trying to tell me?
Return to Geneva by the next coach to leave Heidelberg.
But why?
Go, please. If you love me.
You will forgive me, Henry, but I need to go to my room. I know now what I must do.
Take Wilhelm back to Switzerland tomorrow.
Neither tomorrow nor next week. But you must take me to the place where Victor lives.
I dare not. He allows no one to see him.
I shall see him.
Come now. Do not be fearful. We have toiled long and arduously together. But tonight, we shall be rewarded beyond the limits of human imagination.
There's still time to turn back, sir.
Turn back for my one purpose. The challenge to infuse life into an inanimate body. To meet God on equal terms, the God in whom you profess not to believe.
Can you endure it, sir? I cannot. I cannot.
Attach the chains.
Well, now?
Now! The storm is directly above us.
Will bring eternal damnation upon us all.
I've no time for superstition.
Sir!
Ignore it!
Let me go! Let me go!
No. You go!
I assure you, sir, it is not possible. I dare not risk his anger.
Where is he? He's not here. Where is he?
He must be at the top of the house.
Are you his servant?
Servant? No, madam, I'm not his servant.
I know him. Don't be afraid, Elizabeth.
How clever, you don't know what you're doing. You're risking madness.
Let me go! Let me go! Shut the door, fools!
God in heaven! Who was that? Henry. Take me back.
I have succeeded.
Good evening, Professor Krempe.
Oh, Fritz,
Sir.
have you, perchance, some news of Victor Frankenstein?
Have I?
Yes, he has not of late attended my lectures.
Sir. I've heard he's stricken with the fever, Professor.
Oh. He is well attended, I trust?
Yeah, yes. He's well attended, Professor.
Then I wish you a good night, Fritz.
Night, Professor Krempe.
Elizabeth.
Dearest Victor.
When?
No, don't try to speak. Oh, my dear, you've been so ill. But soon you'll be recovered completely.
And have they seen him?
Seen who? Of whom do you speak?
Thank God.
Victor, is there something you're trying to tell me?
Where is he? Where is he?
Felix, is that you? Felix! Is there no soup today?
No.
I brought some cheese and a loaf of bread from the inn.
Then we shall eat, my children. Have you nothing to say, Felix?
No, Father. What is there to say? Work, sleep, naught else. Not even enough to eat but what my sister can steal.
Oh, that's not true.
Forgive me, Anna.
Let us give thanks, my children. Amen.
Justine! 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 Please come! Come quickly! Justine! Justine!
Master Wilhelm, what is
Justine!
it? What's the matter? Why did you call out?
Justine,
I heard you asleep.
I had such a bad dream.
Oh, it's all right. There, it's all right.
I heard him call out.
He called out in his sleep.
Do not fret, Elizabeth. A nightmare.
Oh.
It's over now.
Oh. Then go to sleep, my dear. Oh, Justine, how I wish we'd never started on this wretched journey.
Why does Victor not come? Why does he not go riding with me? He did promise.
He shall, when he's better. Good night, my darling.
Justine, I cannot sleep. Please stay.
There. Are you asleep? Yes, you can sleep. There, sleep.
Who is there? Come in.
Bring wood for fire.
I thank you, stranger. But my eyes cannot see you. Are you from these parts? Do you wish to rest a while?
Rest? Yes. In your house. Warm here.
Enter then, and you shall rest. Unfortunately, my children are from home, and I would find it difficult to procure food for you. Ah, the fire. Good. Good. Now, sit down and talk with me. What is it?
Fire. Burn. Hand.
Are you in pain?
Bread.
If there is bread on the table, take what you need. Good. Good. You were hungry, stranger. You have traveled far. I can tell by your voice. Are you fond of music?
Music? Yeah. Music. Good. Gentle. Strange.
Tell me, my friend, from whence do you come? Is it from France?
No, France.
No?
I speak your tongue, beginning.
What are you trying to tell me? No, don't stand up. Sit down, my friend. Is it perhaps that, like me, you have some natural defect?
Ugly!
Oh. How old are you?
Old? I knew I received life but yesterday.
I don't understand you. But you have been kind, and we shall understand each other, all in God's good time.
God. Who's God?
Oh, heavens above. Who is God? You talk like a child, stranger. He made us all. In his infinite mercy, God gave to each and every one of us the gift of life.
He made me?
Yeah.
God bad. God bad.
What?
I know God. I see his anger. He wished destroying me.
What are you saying?
God.
Why do you blaspheme, stranger?
God.
Who are you?
God bad. God bad.
Stop! I forbid you to say such things in my house.
No. You, friend, you give bread. God give ugly. Don't want me.
No, don't come any nearer. What are you? Oh, you're not human. What? Oh, I can't. Help me. Help!
What is it, Father?
Blasphemy. Tell me, Felix,
Stand back
what
from
do
my
you
father.
see?
Devil! Get away from us!
He is
Get away!
murderers. He wants to
No,
kill us all.
friends, I eat bread.
Away!
No, why?
Away!
Felix, where are you? Where are you?
Sometimes, since that night when I first beheld the fruits of my labor, I am aware of my pulse beating so quickly and so hard that I feel palpitations in every artery of my body. At other times, I merely wish to sink to the ground with fear and excessive weakness of spirit. Mingled with terror, I am... with fear and excessive weakness of spirit, I am overcome by the bitterness of extreme disappointment. Dreams of accomplishment that had been my very inspiration have made this life of mine a hell on earth. Always there is the voice of my conscience telling me that what I have done is evil and unnatural. And that unimaginable suffering is yet in store for me.
Let me have it. Let me have Victor's miniature.
Now, what for? You've seen the thing 1,000 times before.
But the likeness is quite extraordinary. And it plays the music. Make it play the music.
Listen.
May I take it to my room? Let me look at it before I fall asleep.
Take care of it. It's precious to me.
Come along, Master Wilhelm.
You remain determined to leave Heidelberg.
It must be so, Henry.
But Victor is so much recovered.
You know that he is not.
He loves you, Elizabeth. He needs you to be with him. Be patient, for one thing is certain, you will be his wife.
Oh, my dear. Victor needs no wife.
Let me speak to him again.
To what purpose?
No. Frankenstein. Frankenstein. You dare approach me? You despise me? You, who gave me life? Yes. How can hate own creation? Must destroy you before you destroy me? No, not so. Must. Why you make me in your own image, my form, but clumsy imitation, yours, made more fearful by its resemblance. I have your face. I have your voice. I have your anger too, Frankenstein. You wish to kill. I shall kill. We are enemies. Wherever you go, I shall follow. I shall kill. With your will and mine own hand, I shall kill. Beware, Frankenstein.
Come with me.
Too late. Too late.
Oh, now you must sleep.
Justine? Justine, tell me, if it should happen that Victor does not marry my cousin, then would I be allowed to ask for a hand?
Why, no, indeed. Young ladies aren't passed from brother to brother, and you're far too young.
For could you not wait for me, Justine? Soon I shall be grown up.
Good night, Master Wilhelm.
Good night, Justine. But let me keep this here, close to my heart. Just for this night, for this one night.
All right.
is it? Is that you, Justine?
Do not alter your decision, Elizabeth. Tell my father, tell him all will yet be well. And bear with me, my dearest.
Bear with you?
What I have done is beyond my ability to explain. My darling, keep your trust in me. But take Wilhelm back to Switzerland and safety.
But are we not safe here, Victor?
Tell her, Henry.
How can I, Victor, when I myself no longer comprehend you?
In good time, when I come to Geneva, we shall be married. And I shall be forgiven.
Forgiven?
My studies here will end. All their consequences dealt with for all time. For all time, Elizabeth.
Victor!
Victor, is that you? Why do you stand there in the dark? Why do you not come and speak to me?
Play lovely music.
Are you still unwell, brother?
Wise brother.
Will you go riding with me tomorrow as you promised?
Yes, brother. I do not know you, fellow.
Beg your pardon, sir.
Your manner is impertinent. Pick up your chair. You're the worse for drink.
Sir.
Take leave of your senses to insult a gentleman. A student friend of Herr Clerval.
Student?
Yes, Felix. He lives in that big house.
A mistake.
Sometimes there's an expression on his countenance that makes me tremble. Why, it is almost as
You
if
must not think like that. Oh, good night, Elizabeth.
Good night.
I persuaded Herr Clerval to let me call on you to offer you an old man's sincere condolences. To die so young, so miserably. Poor little fellow. I see you were much wounded by your untimely loss, but I would beg you not to abandon your studies here. You are still very young and have done so exceedingly well.
My studies are completed. I appreciate your solicitude. Thank you, Professor.
Victor, why are you still working here? You must rest.
Rest? Nothing in human shape could have destroyed that innocent child in his sleep. No. He is the murderer. That being I have cast upon mankind with the will for evil and the power to achieve it.
Victor, you're speaking of fever.
My own spirit let loose from the grave, determined to kill all that is dear to me. Beware, Henry. Beware of the murderer. Beware of me.
But can you not think of the others? Of your fair cousin who accuses herself of having caused poor Wilhelm's death. Yes, even now that the murderer has been discovered.
Murderer discovered? Well, how may that be? Who would attempt to pursue him? He was still free last night.
I cannot know what you mean by that, but the discovery has made Elizabeth's misery complete. She refuses to be convinced despite the evidence. But then who would credit it? Justine was so loyal.
Justine?
It's Justine. It's she who stands accused. Justine is in prison, Victor.
Justine? That is impossible. Justine is innocent.
That small miniatures of Elizabeth's with which Wilhelm had been playing, it was discovered on her pillow.
But if she'd wished to possess it, Elizabeth would willingly have given it to her.
Victor, there are other circumstances. When she was apprehended, her behavior was so utterly strange and confused as to add still further to her appearance of guilt.
Oh, my God. Henry, we must go to her at once.
Speak, Justine. Speak to your friends.
Speak. God knows how entirely I am innocent.
We will help, Justine, if we can. I rely upon your innocence as certainly as I do upon my own.
I know how heavily the one circumstance of the locket holds against me. I've no power to explain it. I believed I had no enemy on this earth. No one who would want to destroy my life. Oh, Wilhelm's. And do you believe in my wickedness, sir? Will you let them condemn me as a murderess?
Justine, like all of us, my cousin wants to save you.
Will you speak for me, sir? Will you speak up to save me? Will you?
It's time, my child.
When I think of the death of that poor young creature, I can no longer see the world and its works as they appeared to me before. She was quite innocent, Victor.
And so was Wilhelm innocent. Listen to me, Henry. I must speak before my own heart bursts with my guilt. When I found so astonishing a power within my grasp, I hesitated. Yes, for a while, I hesitated. Although I knew that I had been granted the capacity for creating life, yet to prepare a frame for the reception of life, with all the miraculous intricacies of fibers and veins, I doubted whether I could attempt the creating of a being like myself.
A being like yourself?
Yes. My imagination was too much exalted by my first success to permit doubt. No one, Henry, no one can conceive the feelings which bore me onwards like a hurricane. A whole new species would bless me as its creator and source. Many happy and excellent creatures would owe their very existence to me. Oh, what did I create, Henry? I have become the author of indescribable evils, Henry. And yet, I must go on, living in fear of the monster that I have created. Fearing, waiting for the fresh horrors that he will perpetrate. Go now, Henry. Now that you know, be kind to Elizabeth. Try and console her if you can.
Victor.
Leave me. What I have done must be undone. Must be undone. You are my creator. Why do you detest and spurn me? How I wish I could, with the extinction of your miserable form, restore the lives of your victims. Have you no duty towards the being you created? Duty? I curse the day on which you first saw light. I curse my own hand which fashioned you, which gave the spark of life to a murderer. You made me benevolent and good. My own wretchedness and the envy and hardness of your fellow men, it is they that have turned me into a monster. You cannot expect me to let you live. You accuse me of murder, and yet with a satisfied conscience you would destroy your own creature. Hear me, Frankenstein. It now rests on you whether I depart the world of man forever, or become the scourge of your fellow creatures. You cannot command me. I can and will. For you must now create for me a companion. Create another like yourself. I could not. We will be monsters, true. Cut off from all the world. Our lives will not be happy, but they shall be harmless. Do not deny me. Give me a companion. Create for me a woman. Oh, my God. Oh, I pity you. Now I see some compassion in you. Consent, and no human being shall ever see us again. My food is not that of man. Acorns and berries shall be our nourishment. We shall make our bed of dried leaves. The love of another shall cause my evil passion to flee. You talk of love. You have no cause to fear me. When you are ready, I shall appear, claim my companion, and disappear forever. But if you should cheat my purpose, Frankenstein, you shall know the true measure of my wrath.
I find it hard to forgive him. He's not here to witness your departure.
He was not here when I arrived.
Elizabeth.
Forgive me, Henry, but I must make haste. Goodbye and take care.
You've been brave, Elizabeth.
Sir, will you be seeing your lady's cousin again soon?
She's not my lady, Anna.
Look, sir, at that house where he does
You
his
have
work.
no business to speak of him.
Sir, my brother's often asked me
Anna,
to...
will you let me pass?
Well, there's much talk about him in the town, sir. What shall I say?
Nothing. Say nothing to them.
Sir. No, we must not lose time, sir.
He's right. People are spreading wild gossip in the taverns all over the town.
You know nothing. If wine should ever loosen your tongue...
At least let me return to my own duties.
Be silent! Every thought devoted to this employment fills me with anguish.
Sir, your first experiment.
Now that we go to it in cold blood, my heart sickens at the work of my hands!
What are you doing here?
This place is open to everyone.
You've not come here to pray, but to spy on him.
Don't play the fine fellow with me, Ross. It pays you well, does he, the gentle student, Herr Frankenstein, Herr Clerval's friend?
You come here to make some mischief.
I shall make mischief. Be no doubt, my friend.
Herr Clerval,
Yes, who?
be well advised. Do not linger here, sir.
Why do you address me? Who are you?
I'm the verger here, sir. Employ your labors of love elsewhere, and warn him. Warn Herr Frankenstein. He is in great danger. Your friend, sir.
My friend, who refuses even to receive me.
You must warn him. Ignorant people know nothing of science. They do not reason before they act. He must listen to you, sir. I entreat you. Make him listen.
Will you speak up to save me? Will you?
Victor.
Will you?
Victor.
I have betrayed them. All of them. No love. No love. It must end. I cannot go on. Forgive me! Forgive me! Forgive me! Forgive me! You call me murderer. It's It is you who have murdered. You have murdered my only hope. You have broken your one promise to me. Yes, I have broken my promise. I could never create another like yourself. You must, and give life to a race of devils that would make the very existence of man precarious. No. You have made yourself into a god. I have the power to destroy you. I have no fear of death. For me now there is only a terror of life. And if I let you live, what would you do? What but quit this place with as much speed as possible, return to my home, marry? Marry? You would you deny me? Then hear me, Frankenstein. I shall be with you on your wedding night.
Victor. Victor.
No! Henry! Do not enter! You must not see!
He is the murderer of them all. I know he is, and so do you.
I know nothing of the sort, and I would advise you to leave such matters to the authorities.
I tell you I know, and so should your authorities in good time. I know I followed Herr Clevel to that house. He never came out again. Now, what do you say to that, eh?
I have not invited you to my table. I do not even have the pleasure of your acquaintance.
No, but have you not the pleasure of knowing Herr Frankenstein and what transpires in that house of his and the strange places where he's been seen? Are you protecting him?
Begone, or I shall call the landlord for assistance.
A house of murder, you pretty student fop. Scientist indeed, but then it's you, Your Honor, who has tempted him into it. That's what they say, and it's the truth.
That is enough.
Felix!
You! He tried to murder my father! Did you know that?
There he is. There's your villain, sir. Ready to quit, I see.
Would you be so kind as to tell me the nature of your inquiry?
The nature of it. You will know that soon enough, and in a place that may not prove very much to your taste, my fine student of science.
Why do you abuse me? Are you in some position of authority? Surely it is not the custom of a German university to treat a foreigner like this?
It is the custom of honest people to prosecute a murderer.
Come, sir. You must follow me to the magistrates to give an account of yourself.
An account?
And of the death of Herr Clevel, found murdered here.
Take him.
Let him rot. Jail.
Are you better now? They tell me you have slept all day and night.
I believe that I am. But if all be true, and I have not been dreaming, then I am most sorry that I am still alive.
You will soon be free from this melancholy place. Evidence can soon be brought to free a gentleman like yourself from criminal charges. Stronger evidence than the ravings of a drunken peasant.
Remember that it was in my house that my only dearest friend was murdered.
Listen, Victor, you must be reunited with your family. I have dispatched a letter to your cousin in Geneva.
To Elizabeth, could you not have saved her all this misery and horror?
She must come and care for you.
No!
You could not object to an immediate solemnization of the marriage?
It's not possible.
Why not?
I love my cousin dearly.
Then let me help you.
No. There is no other way. Destiny is so horrible that you cannot even conceive it hangs over me. And I must live to fulfill it.
Good night, Professor Krempe.
Dearest Elizabeth, I would gladly die to make you happy.
Oh, but I am happy, Victor. Well, there is, I hope, nothing to distress you. Well, be assured that my heart is content.
I have not left this room for weeks. I have feared for my sanity, all these dreadful events. And my misery is still locked within me, Elizabeth. But in my dreams, I have yet to give you an account.
No. Something whispers to me, too, not to depend too much on the prospect before us. Oh, but I refuse to listen to such a sinister voice. In time, all these memories must fade, and then you and I shall live together in Switzerland, as your fathers always wished.
Listen to me. I have but one secret, and it is a dreadful one. When revealed to you, it will chill your heart, and you will wonder that I have survived all I have endured.
Oh, Victor. Oh, let us both try to forget.
Forget? Oh, yes. If you care for me. If you care.
You must be very happy, madam.
Anna, would you go down and tell them that I'll soon be ready for the reception? What is it?
To the
To the
bride.
bride.
You made a wise decision, my son. Tomorrow you will be on the mail to Switzerland, and all your troubled days will be of the past.
I shall leave but few friends behind me in Heidelberg, Professor.
You shall leave one friend behind you, my boy. I have grown fond of you, and it is not often that I lose a student of whom that can be said. You will do well in the world, Dr. Frankenstein. Summa cum laude.
Thank you.
And when time shall have softened your despair, new and dear objects of care will be born to replace those of whom you have been so cruelly deprived.
Replace? Can human beings ever be replaced, Professor? That is the one lesson that you have failed to teach me.
Madam's ready to receive your guests now, sir.
Yes. We must eat, drink, and be merry. I must see her. I must see her.
She is coming down.
We must leave. You leave here at once. I cannot possibly add the most heinous crime to those I've already committed.
Victor!
Victor, is that you?
I warned you, Frankenstein. But you denied and abandoned me.
Devil!
Yes, devil. But your own creation. The creation you denied. It is just that I should be avenged.
I am Justine, Elizabeth. Must subdue all language. Cast off all feelings. Evil is my good henceforth.
Fire your bullet. You will destroy yourself. If that is your will, fire. And have done.
What is it?
Ring your bells! Ring your church bells! Ring your God's holy bells!
Have you not finished with me yet? Then have done. You willed me, Frankenstein. Do not forget, I am born of your brain. Your hands fashioned me. Your vanity rejected me. Have I still not paid in full? They will destroy me. Men born of women, fathers and sons. They will tear at my flesh and crush my bones. They will kill the murderous fiend who has no name. They will murder the child of your imagination, Frankenstein, and will themselves become murderers. Have done, I beg you.
You are my maker, my God. If what I speak offends you, undo what has been done.
You know I cannot.
No. But I can. I cannot make life, Frankenstein. But I can end it.